Before he was the ghost of the toy store, Jeffrey Manchester was a soldier in the U.S. Army Reserve. He was disciplined, smart, and highly trained. But in 1998, he began a new career, robbing McDonald's restaurants. His method was unique. He never used the front door. Instead, he would wait for the early morning shift, climb onto the roof, drill through the ceiling, and drop down on the unsuspecting staff. He hit over 40 locations across the United States, but the strange thing was his behavior. Witnesses described him as incredibly polite. He rarely raised his voice. He would simply gather the employees, herd them into the freezer, empty the cash register, and disappear back through the roof. The media gave him a nickname, Roofman, but even geniuses make mistakes. During a robbery in North Carolina, Jeffrey locked the staff in the freezer as usual, but this time, he didn't secure the door properly. Or perhaps, an employee had a spare key. The staff escaped immediately and called the police. The perimeter was secured, and for the first time, the roofman was cornered. He surrendered without a fight and was sentenced to 45 years in prison. Jeffrey was sent to Brown Creek Correctional Institution. To most, a 45-year sentence meant life was over. To Jeffrey, it was just a problem to be solved. He was a model prisoner. He worked in the metal shop, which gave him access to the delivery area. He noticed that delivery trucks came in and out regularly. He devised a plan that sounded like something out of a movie. He built a platform out of plywood and painted it black to match the underside of a truck. On June 15, 2004, a heavy rainstorm hit the prison. Jeffrey knew this was his chance. While the guards were distracted by the rain, he slid under a delivery truck, used his plywood board to hide himself within the chassis, and held on for his life. The guards did a quick check, but the black board blended perfectly with the truck's dark undercarriage. The truck drove out of the gates. Miles down the road, Jeffrey rolled out. He was free. While the police launched a massive manhunt in his hometown, Jeffrey was already in Charlotte, North Carolina. He needed a place to stay. He walked into a Toys R Us store and noticed a large bicycle rack pushed against a wall. But the shelves didn't touch the wall completely. There was a hidden void behind them. It was tight, dusty, and small. But to Jeffrey, it was a castle. He moved in. He lived there for months. During the day, he was silent, sleeping in his hidden cubbyhole. But when the store closed and the lights went out, the entire store became his playground. He would ride the bikes. He would play with remote-controlled cars. For food, he survived on baby formula and snacks found in the aisles. But surviving wasn't enough. He wanted comfort. Next door to the toy store was an electronics store called Circuit City. Jeffrey realized they shared a wall. Using tools he stole from the store, he cut a hole through the wall and discovered an enclosed space under a staircase in Circuit City. He turned this space into a secret luxury apartment. He painted the walls. He stole a TV and a DVD player. He even installed baby monitors inside the Toys R Us store so he could watch the employees and track the security guards. He was literally the ghost in the machine. But Jeffrey got lonely. He started slipping out of the store during the day. He joined a local community church. He was charming and handsome. He introduced himself as John Zara, a mysterious government agent. He met a local dentist named Lee. They started dating. The irony was incredible. He was living inside a wall, eating baby food, yet taking a successful doctor out for romantic dinners. To pay for these dates, Jeffrey needed money. So, he did what he knew best. He robbed the very Toys R Us store he was living in. On the day after Christmas, 2004, he planned one final robbery to get enough money to start a new life with Lee, but he got careless. His fingerprints were found on a DVD in his secret room. The police ran them through the database and got a hit. The escaped convict? Jeffrey Manchester. The police discovered his relationship with Lee. On the night he went to visit her apartment, a SWAT team was waiting. When he arrived, he was surrounded. There was no roof to climb, no truck to hide under. Jeffrey didn't run. He simply asked to hug Lee one last time. He was arrested and sent back to a maximum security prison, where he remains to this day. Jeffrey Manchester was a thief, yes, but he was also an architect of the impossible. He turned a prison sentence into an escape, and a toy store into a home. Some call him a criminal, others call him a legend. This brings us to the end of this case file. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to Black Box for more true crime and mysteries. Until next time.